A warm greeting. Today is Saturday, August 26, 2023. This is meteorologist Ruben Garcia speaking. In this video, I will be discussing the forecast for what is now the second hurricane of the hurricane season. Hurricane Franklin, which is currently located to the north of Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic, has been strengthening over the past 24 hours. This cyclone is of special interest to Bermuda because today we have observed significant changes in the forecasted path, which could lead Hurricane Franklin to become a Category 3 or Category 4 hurricane passing very close to or over Bermuda. I wanted to briefly mention that I will soon be recording a video about the newly formed Tropical Depression Number 10, which has just formed just east of the Yucatan Peninsula. It is expected that Tropical Depression Number 10 will become Tropical Storm Idalia and later Hurricane Idalia as it approaches the state of Florida. I will be keeping an eye on the 5 p.m. bulletin to record a video associated with the forecast for this cyclone. Let's take a closer look at the area where Hurricane Franklin is located. You can see in the visible satellite animation that we have a much more developed cyclone, as it has finally positioned itself in an area with low wind shear and is being influenced by a trough that is promoting very favorable conditions for a strengthening process. It is even possible that it will strengthen rapidly as it moves northwestward. You can also observe in this visible satellite image that the tail of Hurricane Franklin extends from the Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico. Throughout today, we have seen a new round of showers and thunderstorms affecting the local region, causing some local flooding. Let's take a look at the latest trajectory forecasts. There is still good consensus that it should maintain a north-northwestward trajectory over the next 48 hours. Then, by Monday, it will take a turn towards the north-northeast, and it is expected that between Monday and Tuesday, it will pass just northwest of Bermuda. In the coming minutes, I will show you some forecasts, such as the European model, which predicts a trajectory much farther south than what the specialized trajectory models project. Now there is a higher risk for Bermuda because we cannot rule out the possibility that Hurricane Franklin might pass over the region. Also, look at the intensity model forecast. Some of them even strengthen Hurricane Franklin rapidly, and within 24 hours, some have it as a Category 3 or Category 4 hurricane. It is important for Bermuda residents to pay attention to the evolution of Hurricane Franklin. In fact, nearly all models at least bring it to a Category 3 hurricane. The National Hurricane Center has adjusted its forecast a bit and now predicts that by Monday morning, it could become a Category 3 hurricane as it approaches Bermuda. Officially, the trajectory indicates a west-northwestward path, but this was the forecast as of 11 a.m., and I suspect that by 5 p.m. there will be a slight adjustment towards the east, which could have more significant effects on Bermuda, as I will show in the forecast from some global models. Let's start with the American model. You can see that it predicts rapid strengthening over the next 2 to 3 days. In its latest run, by Wednesday morning, it has a Category 3 hurricane passing just north of Bermuda but close enough to bring at least tropical storm winds. If we compare with the recent runs, you can see there's a trend to show a closer proximity to Bermuda. This is why Bermuda is at higher risk, and I expect an adjustment in the trajectory from the National Hurricane Center to be closer to the island. Similarly, there has been a trend in the European model. You can see that in today's afternoon run, it forecasts that Hurricane Franklin will move northwestward until Tuesday morning. Then it will take a more northeastward turn. In fact, in the evening run today, it has a Category 3 or Category 4 hurricane passing over Bermuda on Wednesday night. Similarly, this model has been adjusting its trajectory forecast, and now it poses a greater risk to Bermuda. To give you an idea of how strong this cyclone could be when passing over the Bermuda region, here we have the infrared satellite projection according to the GFS model. You can see that it predicts a powerful cyclone when it's passing close to or over Bermuda. It's a rather serious situation, which is why you need to pay attention to the 5 p.m. forecast. In terms of the effects that could be felt on Bermuda, here we have the GFS model projection with a trajectory just north of the island. It would bring some tropical storm force winds between 60 to 65 miles per hour affecting the island. This projection is for Wednesday morning, and with this trajectory, you can see that the heaviest rainfall accumulations should be north of the island, ranging from 4 to 5 inches. We also have the forecast from the European model. It now shows a direct impact on Bermuda with winds of up to 120 miles per hour during Tuesday night or Wednesday morning. Under this scenario, the heaviest rainfall might pass just north of the island with accumulations between 2 to 4 inches of rain. I also wanted to show you the projection from the German model, which has a trajectory a bit farther from the island. You can see the tropical storm winds that could affect Bermuda, but under this scenario, they wouldn't be hurricane force winds. If this different trajectory occurs compared to what the European and GFS models show, rainfall could be limited for Bermuda. In reality, We are awaiting the 5 p.m. bulletin to see how much the trajectory adjusts to the east. Currently, the official forecast from the National Hurricane Center says it will pass northwest of the island without significant effects. However, when we look at the trend in some models like the American and European models, it's very likely that there will be an adjustment. I urge you to pay close attention because there is a risk that it could pass closer to or over the island between Tuesday and Wednesday as a Category 3 or Category 4 hurricane. Well, that's all for the Hurricane Franklin forecast update. Stay tuned for the upcoming video about Tropical Depression number 10. Until then, goodbye.